Hi, and welcome to another episode of Rob's Triathlon Tips for Beginners. This video is a follow-up video to another one that I did recently where I showed how you might make a packing list using more modern tools instead of just using a Excel spreadsheet or writing down on a piece of paper, for example, or downloading someone else's sample list and scribbling on it. So I showed how I started to make my packing list for Ironman California in something called Trello, and how there is other tools that are similar to it, like Monday.com and Asana and other things. So in this video, I'll actually go through what my list looks like now that it's pretty complete. I might discover something else I need to add to it, but I thought it was a good point to go through it. So I'll quickly go through it and explain some of the items on it and how I've organized it. So the first thing that's different is you'll see a whole bunch of colors all over the screen next to these items. So they're in columns based on topic, and in Trello those are called lists. And then each of the items in a list is called a card. And so the system I came up with, if I click here in this little pen and go to edit labels, you can see I've labeled them as green is something that's completely done, yellow is something I've packed but it's not in a race bag, orange is for something that's not packed for the flight but that I own, so I don't have to go out and buy. Red is something that I haven't done at all or haven't bought, so I can very quickly visually determine if I've taken care of something and what state that item is in. I like to color code things in my work email and just be really organized. So under this list of pre-trip to do, you can see I've got a bunch of stuff that's red that I still need to go and buy. There's some things that I bought already and I haven't packed them yet. These are all to do with my bike, like I bought 2 spare chain links because I watched a video where a guy said his chain has been broken twice and ruined his race in the past, and now he always has this stuff, a chain link tool and chain links, so that he can fix that during a race so his day isn't ruined. I bought a little hand pump in case I run out of CO2 and maybe I'm 10 kilometers from the finish line, and rather than walking 10 kilometers with my bike, I could just get the hand pump out and get across the bike finish line. I marked green here, booked my bike for service. I took it in. They determined it needed a new chain. They put some new brake pads on. They adjusted the shifting. I took it out on the road again. It works like a dream, so it's ready for the race. So I marked that green. Other stuff I need to bring. Yellow, I've packed the energy bars. Magnesium pills are a huge part of my nutrition, my supplementation. Since I started incorporating those, I recover from my workouts way better, much faster. I'm even not even that sore immediately after workouts. So I'll be taking some of those the morning of the race and some of those on the bike and during the run as well. And that should help me during my race and prevent cramping and help me recover after the race. And magnesium, I don't think I mentioned it in my other video about magnesium. It plays a key role in energy regulation and also in helping you absorb potassium and sodium that you consume. So I think it's really important, and it's not something that's in great quantities in race nutrition. And that's probably because the cheap forms of magnesium make you go number 2. But this is a form of magnesium that's not as cheap and is easier on your stomach, called magnesium biglycinate. I've got a Sharpie packed in my bag to write my name or race number on my bags from Ironman. I'm gonna want a gel and a bunch of chews or blocks I need to go buy. I'm gonna need a watch charger, my vitamin D. I got some fancy pink duct tape to put on my bags to make them stand out from other people's bags. And that's some advice that I saw on a video someone else made. I've got a whole bunch of tech stuff and got documentation I need to bring with me. And something I picked up yesterday, someone suggested on the Facebook group for Ironman California, that if you're traveling by yourself, bring a large IKEA bag, because all of the little bags that you put your gear into and your personal needs stuff will fit in that one IKEA bag, and it'll make it way easier for you to carry all your stuff by yourself in the morning if you don't have family with you to help carry all this stuff. So that was a great thing for me to find, and thank you to the person who shared that. So that's now packed in my bag. Gear to buy in LA. I'm going to get 4 CO2 cartridges. I'll put 2 on my bike, and I'll put 2 in the personal needs bag for the bike. So halfway through the bike, if I've already had a flat and used 1 or 2 CO2s, I can get a couple new ones. I'm going to buy some small sunscreens for the 2 transition points. Food to buy for basically for breakfast and for the race. I'm going to put a bottle of Gatorade Endurance on my bike and on the morning of the race, and I'm going to fill my Aero bottle on my bike the morning of the race. Stuff to do the night before the race. I'm going to put my tattoos on so I'm not like panicking trying to do that the morning of. I'm going to set 7 alarms to be absolutely paranoid that I wake up. 3 on my phone, 3 on my iPad, 1 on my triathlon watch. So I will wake up. I'm going to remember to charge my triathlon watch. It's got a 25-hour battery life in full GPS mode, so I want to take full advantage of that and capture all the data from my race. And I'm going to pre-pack everything and put it in the IKEA bag, so I got less things to stress about in the morning, and just put it by the door so I'm ready to leave. I've got a list of things I'm going to have for breakfast. I've got a list of things I'm going to dress in the morning of. Got to stay warm. I'm going to just have some cheap sandals that I know are comfortable to walk around in. I'm going to have my cycling shorts on underneath my wetsuit, so I'm going to put those on. Then some track pants on, a t-shirt, some kind of sweater just to help me stay warm. Got to put your ankle chip on or you're not really racing. And then in my morning bag, I'm going to have all my swim gear. Spare goggles too, in case you start getting ready to get in the water, and before you give somebody your morning bag, maybe your elastic snaps onto your goggles, you just grab your spare goggles, which are identical, and throw those on, and kind of go, whew, avoided that train wreck. Body glide is key to apply where your wetsuit meets your neck especially, and also on your shins to help prevent chafing and help you get your wetsuit off more easily later. And I'm going to eat an energy bar before the swim, not a gel, because that drives my heart rate up and makes me kind of panic. It's too much sugar, it's too much caffeine. From my experience, if I have an energy bar, I'm able to get in the water and settle in and be calm and get the swim done. For my T1 visit, I'm going to put the Gatorade bottle in my bike, check my tire pressure, and fill the Aero bottle, my Torhans bottle, with water. And then get on a shuttle and head to the swim start. Stuff I need to pack on the bike. A whole bunch of tools I need to make sure. Chapstick for sunscreen for my lips so they don't burn. There's the magnesium I noted. I bet you I forgot. That gives me an idea. I'll have to make another list of stuff to pack in my little pouch. Oh, no, I've got it there. We'll get to that. It looks like I was smart enough to add that note. Uh, my T1 bag, stuff that's in that for the transition from swim to bike. You can see here I've packed a whole bunch of this stuff. I haven't packed my bike shoes yet because I've got another bike ride to do. Still got to go buy a gel. A T2 bag, so switching from bike to run, stuff that I need for the run. I've got a thin towel here for changing. That's an interesting item to touch on. There's only one changing tent, and it's one person at a time for something like 4,000 athletes. So what a lot of people are doing apparently is bringing a towel, and you're not allowed to be nude, obviously, but you can just put a towel around yourself and change your bottoms, change out of your cycling shorts, which you don't want to run a marathon in because they've got that thick pad, which will just cause more chafing and discomfort. They're going to change from those into some proper running tights. So I'll just use a towel to do that. Or you could go to a porta potty and change in there, which is kind of gross. So I'm going to go the towel route. Like I briefly mentioned before, I'm also going to have magnesium on the run, at the start of the run. And I've got some Tylenol that I'm going to put in the race pouch too, in case I'm experiencing a lot of joint pain, probably halfway through the run. I'll be starting to fall apart physically, not mentally, hopefully, but I may take some pain medication halfway through the run. And personal needs bag number 1, got the 2 CO2 cartridges, a spare tire. It's orange because I already own it. I just haven't packed it yet. That'll go in the bike case that I'm renting. And salt tabs for the run. Halfway through the run I might be cramping. Hopefully not. I don't think I need this Tylenol. I'll just archive that. And some anti-chafe cream, maybe. Despite my best efforts, it's not going so well for me skin wise, so I'll have that cream halfway through the run if necessary. And packing these things like T1 T2 stuff, I've actually put all these T1 items that are smaller in a big Ziploc bag so they're not just thrown in my carry-on luggage. They're already organized, so they'll be faster to put them in the right bag that you get from Ironman when you check in. So all the T2 stuff is separate as well. So kind of get pre-organized. And I mentioned that I was renting a bike case, so I'll be picking that up next Wednesday, packing my bike, and when I do that, I'm going to film a video of that process and what the case I'm renting looks like and the benefits of using that specific case compared to other cases. So hopefully you found this video to be useful, and if you did, please give it a like and subscribe to my channel. Make sure to hit that bell notification button and select all so you get notifications of all my videos that are uploaded. And share this video with someone you know that may benefit from it. Thank you.